David founded this organization in 2015. We connected in 2016, and we had a number of conversations. He brought me into his office and he explained his vision for this organization. And he said to me, he said that even though his personal experiences were similar to the demographic of the young people we were aiming to help, he said he knew that he wouldn't be able to connect with them the way that I would be able to connect with them. And so he needed me. He needed me to help build this program. And I was honored. I was humbled. I was flattered, but I was also terrified. I was terrified because before that I had helped to mold and shape some mentorship programs, but nothing on this scale. Nothing like this, of this magnitude. And so as my anxiety built up during that conversation, before I gave him my answer, I had to realize that by virtue of the fact that that door presented itself to me, that door opened for me, that showed that everything I needed for the journey I already had inside of me. And so with trepidation, I walked through the door. And as I began to mold and shape this particular program, I led with my experiences. Because when I became a convicted felon as a teenager due to a clerical error, it turned my life upside down. It decimated my potential. And I didn't have insiders in the system. I didn't have family friends that were judges or attorneys or anything like that. There were no programs like this at that time. So when I was adding dimensions to the program, I was adding dimensions that I knew I needed back then. Adding dimensions that I wished I'd had back then. And over the years, with each cohort, I learned more. With each interaction, with each student, I learned, I grew, and I modified, added components to the program, subtracted components from the program based on those experiences. But in 2022, that was a milestone year because that was the year we began operating here in Gwinnett County, of course, as a result of Madam District Attorney, thank you again. And that was the first time we had full control over the program, every aspect. That was the first year I was able to determine who came into the program. That was a game changer. What was also a game changer is that was the first time I had somebody working alongside me that came into the program with the same level of passion for the students, the same desire to protect them, the same willingness to make sacrifices for the students. That person was a godsend. That person was Jessica Manning. Jessica, I know you can't stand up. I know you can't come up here, but I just want to raise your hand so everybody knows. So, Jessica, you have helped me grow in more ways than I can express. I'm grateful that you helped me become a better leader. You helped me identify the weaknesses and the deficiencies within me. And through your guidance, through your support, you helped me grow in those areas. You helped strengthen those weaknesses. And you helped me to become a better leader. Over the years, you have been my guiding light. You have been my stabilizer. You've been my motivator. And I'm thankful that your destiny, your purpose brought you here so that we could do this incredible work together. And I'm eternally grateful for who you are and who you've been to me. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause. Now, as a result of Jessica helping me become this better leader, more clear-headed, I was able to continue to evolve dimensions of the program to its maximum level of efficiency and impact. And as a result of that, after 9 years of operating, this is the first year, the first cohort, where we are graduating 100% of our students. Now, be clear, that's not just due to the program, it's not just due to myself and Jessica's leadership. That's also due to this exceptional group of students, this exceptional cohort, this exceptional family. You guys are amazing. And I told you at orientation, I told you that this was going to be your new family. Now, I know you didn't believe that. You didn't have a reason to. You didn't know me, you didn't know each other. But I told you by the end of this journey, you would feel differently. And so now that we're here, after all of our experiences, all of our highs, all of our lows, do you feel like a family?
Yes.
I told you at orientation as well that I cared about you before I met you. I cared about you when you were just a case file with documents. And I told you that I selected each of you for a very specific reason. It wasn't happenstance. It wasn't coincidence. And I told you that I didn't need you to care about me for me to care about you guys. That wouldn't change. And so now that we're here, everything we've gone through, all the conversations, all the tears, all the laughter, all of our experiences, do you guys know that I love you? That's what change looks like. That's what change sounds like. When you have a group of perfect strangers from different backgrounds, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different cultures, different ages, come together to see each other as family, operate as family, support each other as family, lift each other up, pour into each other, lend aid when they see somebody struggling in the group. That is what change looks like. That's powerful. And it's not just due to the curriculum, because as David let you guys know, we just got accredited, so the curriculum is phenomenal. But it's more than that, it's deeper than that. It's about the human component. Anybody that knows me knows I'm always talking about the human component. It's about who leads the program, how they lead, and how they connect with each individual. Because when you can prove, not convince, when you can prove to young people that you genuinely care about them, that you genuinely want to see them win, you want to see them become their best selves, that you're willing to fight for them, that you're willing to pour into them, make sacrifices for them, go to bat for them. When you can prove that, what that does internally to them is indescribable, but it's powerful and it's beautiful. So, I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your transparency, for your vulnerability, for your openness, for sharing your fears, your traumas, your hardships, your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. And understand that this family goes beyond this graduation. It goes beyond the ceremony. This family is forever, no matter what happens. We're still family. Jessica and I, we're going to be here, not going anywhere. We're going to be here for the good times and the bad times. Because love shows up just as fast for the bad times as it does for the good times. So, I love you guys. And I'm so proud of you guys. Let's give them a round